Welcome to another episode where we dive deep into the latest in recruitment strategies, AI innovations, and HR solutions. If you're looking to elevate your hiring game and stay ahead in the ever-evolving world of talent acquisition, you're in the right place. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you never miss an episode filled with insights, expert interviews, and actionable tips to transform your recruitment approach. Stay tuned for exclusive content designed to make your hiring process smarter, faster, and more effective.
Recruitment with next-gen software solutions for companies. But we're not stopping there. We're enhancing the candidate experience with high-quality, bug-free application pages, real-time status notifications, and a supportive job board portal, designed to make job searches smoother and more engaging. Profilytic, redefining recruitment for everyone involved.
Okay, so Python, right. Everyone's using it. It's everywhere.
Yeah, seems like it.
But, and here's the big question we're diving into today. Is it always the right tool for the job? Because we're all about looking at, looking a little deeper, right? Kind of peeling back the layers, especially for you folks listening. Clearly, you're learners.
Absolutely.
You're here for the deep dive, as we like to call it.
That's right.
And today, I think we're going to maybe pop a few preconceived notions about Python.
Potentially, yeah.
Because, I mean, it's beloved, everybody loves it, but there are these performance quirks, and that's what can really kind of trip you up when things start scaling up.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. Python, it's got this reputation for being beginner-friendly,
Yeah.
super versatile,
Oh, yeah.
massive library.
You could do anything with it.
You can do almost anything with it.
Yeah.
Which is why I think a lot of people and a lot of companies are just jumping on the Python bandwagon.
Right. But
Yeah.
but there's got to be a catch, right? Like, if it's so easy to use, if it's so great for beginners, if you can build anything with it, where's the downside? Where's the trade-off?
So, I mean, you got to remember, Python, it's an interpreted language, right? Which means it's going to run slower than, let's say, compiled languages like C++ or even Java.
Okay, so that's one thing.
Right. And then there's this thing called the global interpreter lock.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned this in the notes you sent, the GIL.
The GIL, yeah.
What is that? Like, can you explain that to me? Like, I know we have some techie folks listening, but can you just break it down in simple terms?
Sure. So the GIL, it's basically a mechanism, right, that Python uses to make sure that only one thread can execute at any given time. So imagine a single lane bridge during rush hour.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to wait their turn, right?
Yep.
You can't have multiple cars crossing at the same time, and that can create quite a bottleneck.
Right. Especially, like you were saying, if you've got a big project.
Especially, yeah, if you're dealing with a large data set.
Yeah.
Or if you're trying to do some complex computations that could, ideally be parallelized.
Right. So, I mean, does this, and again, for our listeners who maybe aren't, hardcore programmers, what does this mean, practically speaking? Like, how does this actually impact a project?
Well, think about it this way.
Yeah.
If your code can only do one thing at a time, it's going to take longer to get things done right.
Right.
And that translates to slower performance overall.
Okay.
And slower performance, well, that means you need more computing power, which then translates to higher cloud bills.
Ah, okay. So this is the financial fallout we talked about.
Yeah.
It's costing you more money.
Yeah, it's like having a gas guzzler car.
Yeah.
Right. You're paying a premium just to keep it running.
Right. Yeah. So, and what about from a user's perspective? Like, how does this affect how people interact with software built with Python?
Oh, yeah, user experience. That's huge.
Okay.
Think about slow loading times.
Oh, yeah. Nobody likes those.
Nobody likes those. Laggy applications. We've all been there.
Yeah.
And those are often symptoms of these underlying performance issues.
Okay.
And in today's world, I mean, everything is fast-paced. Everyone expects things to be instant.
Right.
If your website's taking too long to load,
Yeah.
if your app is feeling sluggish, people are going to get frustrated. They might just abandon it.
Bounce. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine that's a big problem for businesses, right?
Oh, absolutely.
especially ones that rely on their digital platforms.
It directly impacts their bottom line.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay, so we've got this sort of trap almost
Yeah.
that you mentioned in your notes, this Python trap. Can you explain that a little bit?
So, I mean, a lot of companies, they start off with Python,
Right.
right? Because it's easy to get going with. It's great for prototyping.
Yeah.
But as their projects start to grow,
Right.
as things become more complex and performance starts to become really critical, they kind of realize, oh, wait a minute,
Yeah.
we might have painted ourselves into a corner here.
Right. They're stuck. Right.
They're kind of stuck. It's like trying to run a marathon in flip-flops.
Yeah.
You can do it, but it's not going to be pretty.
Right. Right. And so what do they do at that point? Like, what are their options?
Well, ideally, you'd want to think about these things up front.
Right.
Right. But if you find yourself in that situation, rewriting everything, it's a huge undertaking.
Yeah, massive, yeah.
Costly, time-consuming. So it's a real dilemma.
Okay. So, I mean, does that mean we should just bitch Python altogether? Like, should we just be switching to these, faster languages like Go or Rust or whatever?
I wouldn't say ditch it altogether.
Okay.
Python is still a fantastic tool for many tasks, especially, data analysis, machine learning, rapid prototyping, like we said.
Yeah.
But the key is being aware of its limitations.
Okay.
And being strategic about when and where you use it.
Okay. So maybe if you have a specific part of your project that needs to be really, really performant.
Exactly.
You could write that in a different language.
Yeah, you might consider using a different language for those performance critical components and then integrate that with your Python code.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So it's about kind of picking the right tool for the right job.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And are there things you can do with existing Python code? Like if you've already got a project, are there ways to improve its performance without having to do a complete rewrite?
Well, yeah, there are definitely things you can do.
Yeah.
Profiling your code is a really good starting point.
Okay.
Identifying bottlenecks. And then there are tools like Python, for example, that can help speed up specific parts of your code by converting them into C extensions.
So it's like tuning up an engine.
It is.
Right.
It is like tuning up an engine.
You don't always need a new car.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to fine-tune what you already have.
Absolutely.
Okay, so to kind of bring this all together, it sounds like Python is maybe like that friend who's really fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
But might not be the best choice if you're, trying to do something really, really detailed and precise.
Yeah.
That requires a lot of attention to detail. It's all about understanding, the strengths and the weaknesses.
Absolutely.
And choosing the right tool for the job.
And being strategic
Yeah.
about your approach.
And I think the key takeaway here, and this is for everyone listening, this isn't just about Python, right? This applies to everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like whether it's the programming language you choose, the software you use, the framework, even your project management methodology. You got to understand what you're working with, right?
Yeah.
and be willing to look at other options.
You got to evaluate your tools,
Yeah.
understand the strengths and limitations,
Yeah.
and be open to exploring alternatives.
Awesome. Well, that was a great deep dive.
Yeah, good discussion.
Really appreciate your insights.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest episodes and exclusive content designed to enhance your recruitment strategies.
Are you ready to transform recruitment with AI? Introducing Profilytic, a cutting-edge SaaS platform designed to streamline hiring. Now you can be part of our journey. We've launched a crowdfunding campaign on Wefunder to bring this innovative solution to businesses worldwide. Learn more and join us at wefunder.com Profilytic LLC. Together, let's shape the future of recruitment. Visit Wefunder today. Link is in the description.
Profilytic is a sophisticated software application that leverages artificial intelligence to streamline and enhance the recruitment process. Built upon the same automation engine used by Uber, Profilytic provides a comprehensive suite of features, including a job board, protection against harmful content, spam filtering, resume discrepancy detection, contract and offer management, compliance monitoring, real-time data insights, automated scheduling, and AI-powered candidate screening and matching.